Thank you for sticking with us. You know, Guy, we have some awesome projects throughout our district, day in and day out. And some of our schools collaborate together.
Which is always cool.
Which is always very cool. And one of these special projects that have been happening for 15 years is a special lab through Kingwood High School, along with Deerwood Elementary School. And here today to talk about this special lab is Laura Bridges, Kingwood High School biology teacher. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have two brothers, the Blackburn brothers. We have Luke, who is a freshman at Kingwood High School, and we have Will, who is a fifth grader at Deerwood Elementary.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for being here, and I'm so anxious to hear about this project because it sounds amazing. So you actually, Laura, bring in students from Deerwood to Kingwood High School, correct?
Yes, we partner a ninth grader with a fifth grader, and we usually do it for 2 periods of what is two of our periods. And so half of the fifth graders come for one class period with 2 different teachers, me and Miss Young, and then the second half comes and they do it with 2 more of our classes. So it's really great. The kids have fun and they seem to get a lot out of it, I hope.
And this is a special hands-on lab, correct? I understand you dissect some very interesting things.
We are dissecting the sheep eye. The fifth graders are learning about the eye at the same time the ninth graders are. So it just seemed to be a perfect fit to have the fifth graders come in and have the high schooler be their teacher and teach about the eyeball as they're both dissecting it.
Wow.
That really is cool.
Especially, you know, for a fifth grader.
Oh, I know. Just to get the experience to work in the high school lab and work alongside a high schooler.
Right. And it's great. And, you know, we have the high schoolers hopefully talk to them about the eye, of course, but then also because the fifth graders are going on to middle school. Mm-hmm. So it's a good opportunity for them to say, you know, hey, this is what middle school's like. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And maybe hopefully alleviate some of that stress of the next chapter in the fifth grader's life.
That is awesome. And Luke, if I've got it right, so correct me if I'm wrong, you're a freshman at Kingwood High School.
Yes, sir.
Taking biology. But you also was in that lab.
I was in 5th grade.
In 5th grade. Wow.
It comes full circle.
Yes.
It sure does. So you've experienced both sides of the project. Talk a little bit about your experiences.
Well, and when I was in 5th grade, I was more, we were all nervous going. So it was definitely cool and you were the one learning you're the one learning about dissecting the eye. So you come back, you're in biology, you're learning about it already, so you get to teach now. So it's like a full circle, and I also got my brother, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, so you guys were paired up?
Yes.
Oh, you were paired up then. So what was it like having your big brother be your teacher for the day?
It was cool, but it got a little annoying at some points.
Siblings tend to do that sometimes, I know.
Sounds very normal.
Yeah. Well, and one thing, Laura, that you hit on that I think is pretty amazing. So not only do you have the high school age children teaching the elementary school age children, you know, about the various, you know, ins and outs of dissection,
right.
But you hit on a larger point of really being a mentor, because those fifth graders are in that transition period. It's pretty scary, as Will can tell us, thinking, okay, I'm going to the big house, I'm going to middle school next year.
Right.
So, you know, it seems amazing that they have those opportunities to discuss things outside the educational aspect as far as transitioning over. So, Will, did you get into conversations not only with your brother, did your classmates, you know, learn some interesting tidbits about middle school?
Yes, that it was going to be a lot harder, and we're going to be able to do a lot more things.
Right. A lot more freedom in middle school, right?
Yes.
But Will, don't forget now, it is going to be a little harder, but you're a lot smarter,
That's
so
right.
you can handle it. So, Laura, as you think forward, I mean, 15 years, that's tremendous that this partnership has been going on between the high school and Deerwood. Any predictions about the future?
Well, for the eye dissection, you know, it's not like we can expand it. It's physically impossible for us to do other elementary schools. But if we go by different subjects, I know the Spanish class, they go to some of the elementary schools and teach a lesson the Spanish kids do. So maybe some of the other subjects can bring in some of the fifth graders or other classes and bring in some elementary schools and do a lesson, you know, English, history, other foreign language, you know, and maybe other subjects can tie in. And maybe, you know, we chose a school that fit into Kingwood High School, but there's more elementary schools, so maybe some of the other subjects can pick another school that can feed into Kingwood High School and get all the elementary schools involved in either the high schoolers going to them or them coming to us and get all the schools involved somehow.
That would be so great.
I already talked to Miss Kerbo, the English alts, about it. So
Well, thank
maybe
you.
the ball will get going.
Awesome.
Well, and again, and I'm just so amazed to hear these things because, obviously, our freshmen are teaching fifth graders, and the lessons hit home for them. When you're actually having to explain something to somebody else, you have to, master that content. So I feel like it's a win-win the whole way around. So what an awesome opportunity for everybody.
Right. And that's one of the things I think they get out of it is like, wow, you really had to know it to be able to teach it. And you do. It's more than just taking a test. And hopefully it gives them the confidence that they can be the mentor or the supervisor or the teacher, is doing something, whatever they choose in life, gives them that little bit of experience in that.
Luke, you can probably appreciate your teacher, Miss Bridges, a lot more knowing how hard it is to teach somebody else.
You definitely have to know the material to be able to teach. So it was actually helpful for the test after. It was because you had to know it a lot more. It wasn't just you had to teach it to yourself. It was teaching it to someone else that was a lot younger than you. So it was good.
That's a great opportunity. Well, unfortunately, our time is up in this segment, but we appreciate you guys coming and sharing your experiences with your biology lab. Thank you for your time and your effort and keeping this up and running, and best of luck to the both of you. I hope you guys enjoy your summer. I know school's going to be starting before you know it, so enjoy. But thank you guys, and for our audience, please stick with us. Guy and I will be right back.